Yo, 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 yo! It is your host with the most, Kanigas as always, but your co-host Griever is still here. And he is about to bring you the next piece of One Piece, chapter 1056. I'm sorry the review is a little late, ladies and gentlemen, but starting off with the bat, we already have with chapter 1056, we have a cover page, Katakuri and Oven. Like so many people said, oh, Blackbeard's gonna show up at Totland and stuff. And once again, I'm a huge fan of the Yonko. I don't believe in the Admiral agenda. You guys already know this. But Blackbeard is a bitch. You guys might not like that statement, but Blackbeard is a bitch. He ain't about to attack Big Mom's own home territory. This man ran away from Akainu and Shanks collectively. This man is not ready. This man is not ready. He knows he's not ready. Listen, I respect him for knowing he's not ready. The fandom is the problem. Blackbeard stans think he's ready. But Blackbeard in the story knows he ain't ready to take on that heat. So instead, what do we have for our cover page? We have Oven and Katakuri going against the Germa. All four Germa siblings. Will they make it out? I believe they will. But Katakuri looks back to be in full form. So, goddamn. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't think they're going to go out without missing a few limbs, but German tech is the thing. We got the Uta shit again, and once again, I haven't seen Film Red. I'm not a fan of Shanks having a daughter. I don't like it. So, as I said before, so I'll have to wait and see if it's in the same vein that Luffy is his son sort of idea, then I'll be okay with it. But if it's canon, it's clearly canon because Uta is now officially in the manga, so to speak, because Oda's drawing it. So, like, once again, I'm not going to be happy if this is the case, but we'll have to wait and see what Film Red says. Anyways, so what we got here at the beginning of the chapter is the Flower Capital is that the battle with Green Bull or Aramaki still took its toll on some of our main staples, right? Raizo and Shinobi. And the problem, we're going to get into it. We're going to go through this page by page, but this isn't a reaction, by the way. I've already read the chapter, but so Shinobua, she and Raizo are still like, zapped of all their nutrients. They're like skeletal tree people, so to speak. So they photosynthesis in reverse, if you will. We've seen this from Poison Ivy and other characters throughout fiction. It's nothing new, blah, blah, blah. But they also make a point, like Kinemon even says, is that, he shouldn't have been away, but he was in Curry with his wife. Listen, some people said that he shouldn't have been away, like, literally, because when we found out that this dude had fireproof forests, whatever. Listen, you're heat-resistant wood. Get the fuck out of here. I can burn anything. I have burned heat-resistant wood in my own fucking backyard. Get the fuck out of here. So, don't give me that shit. Just saying. From a fireball attack. And Kinemon being Foxfire Kinemon, right? This man should have been front and center defeating an admiral. Let's be real. This admiral trash. So, but the issue is that he was in Curry with his wife. And you know what? You guys might not like Kinemon. Sometimes I don't like Kinemon, but I'm going to sit back for a minute. I'm going to clink the icicles. This man's been apart from his woman for 20 years. Now to his wife, it's been 20 years. To him, it's been months. Now, none of you are going to tell me, the guy whose wife is in California right now, 4,000 miles in that particular direction, right there, and going to tell me that this man would not go to fucking Curry regardless of any fucking shit. He has the opportunity to go see his wife. He's going there. It doesn't matter sex or anything. No. He just wants to go and just... There she is. So, this is a pure Kanamon moment, and it won't be taken away from him. Some of you, because I heard some bitches arguing on fucking Reddit and Discord and all that bullshit, saying that Kanamon should have been there because Foxfire, blah, 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 Forest Fruit, and all that bullshit. And I'm sitting there like, no. Wife over battle, 100% of the time. If you don't believe that, then you shouldn't be married. That's a fact. Get over it. Kanamon is... And Kanamon himself, in this chapter, is saying, I should not have been in Curry when it happened. This man feels regret for literally going to his wife and being where he should have been. This man is a great man. Just saying. I'm not going to hear Kanamon slander anymore. Fuck y'all. Kanamon is a husband first and a samurai second, and I'm there for that mentality. Fuck y'all. Kanamon, the GOAT. So, he's very, down on his luck, blah, blah, blah. And then we say that everybody's okay because Momonosuke did his job and stuff like that. And we didn't know this, but Asuru actually she now has a burn on her face. She actually did not escape the fires and stuff. She actually has burn scars on her face and potentially the rest of her body. And that's like, from all this happening and stuff, and she was such a pretty woman and stuff like that. It's a crime, it's a shame, it's like, goddamn. So once again, Kanamon going to Curry and consoling his wife and stuff in this way. I know some people complained about the chapters before and blah, blah, blah. I know Naya did. But, no. This shit is totally okay with me. If you disagree, then you're clearly not married. Or if you are married, then you're a shitty fucking husband. If you don't understand why Kanamon did what he did, you're either not married or you're a shitty husband. Those are the two options. Take your pick. Just saying. Those are the only two options. There isn't a third one. You guys don't get a door C. You don't get a column 3. You know, you guys are not getting that from me. Because I know that you're fucking wrong if you decide that there is a column 3. It ain't one of those. So, I mean, and Kanamon is so happy. Like, look, I know it looks disgusting and stuff with his goofy ass face, but Sanji does it all the time. Y'all Sanji fanboys, so shut the fuck up. So, because he's doing that, like, after 20 years, Suru is so cute. And yeah, it's disgusting, but so is Sanji every day of the week. So, like, you like Sanji, you gotta like Kanamon, because this man has been gone. You gotta remember also, this man is in his prime. This man is like, what, 25, 26? I don't know what age he is. Suru is 40, 45, something like that. And he's just like, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? You know, this man has been like, well, no, I'm with the MILF. This man, you have to understand the age gap now. His wife has aged 20 years. Like right now, I'm 31, right? My wife is 32. If I went into the future tomorrow and I'm still looking like me and she's 52. Once again, she takes care of her body and all that. But there's gonna be a little bit of sag in the titty department. There's gonna be a little more wrinkles. There's gonna be a little more shit. This man is 100% behind. This man is a perfect husband. He's like, even after 20 years, she's so fucking gorgeous. Oh my god, kawaii, let me tell you. You know? Kinemon is the shit. Kinemon's the greatest character. I'm not going to hear any Kinemon slander anymore. He's a great husband. He's a perfect husband. Not only... And Tsuru stayed loyal. And so she's a great wife, by the way. Because she stayed loyal. She waited. She got burned on her face. And then when Kinemon came back, she was like, hey, babe. How you doing? She did the Joey. She did. How you doing? I'm not going to hear Kinemon slander anymore. Not going to hear it. I don't care power scaling. Go fuck yourself with power scaling. We know the Scabbards weren't Yonko anyways. So, what the fuck we talking about here? Kinemon is a great fucking character. And I ain't going to take that slander anymore. I used to dislike him too, I understand. But, yeah, no. And even Inarashi gets mad, being like, this ain't puppy love shit. And he's like, sorry about that, man. And I'm sitting there like, no, don't apologize. Don't apologize for still being happy being married to the same woman. Do never apologize for having the same teenage puppy love. Fuck that shit. Be that teenage puppy love. As I said before, y'all who don't understand this, who don't understand Kinemon, y'all not married, or you're in a shitty marriage. One or the other. There ain't no middle ground with me. Fuck that shit. And some people are happy, and Raizo's like not feeling it. Apparently Carrot's about to now be in charge and shit. And, I mean, that's her way to get her away from being a Straw Hat, which is fantastic, because fuck Carrot, nobody cares about Carrot. And, like, Wanda approves it, the Musketeers approve it, everybody approves it, and they're like, carry on Pedro's will. And it's like, alright, well, good reason for her not to join the Straw Hats. Fantastic. So, because they're going to stay as Scabbards to help Momonosuke, which actually makes sense when you think about it. That's all fine, dandy. I'm good with it, but, yeah. So, and then we also get, which, by the way, this came out of nowhere, from my opinion. Just saying. Sugiyaki actually reveals that, like, at the drop of a hat, Oden was my son. And by the way, and it's a nice moment, like, Momonosuke and Hiyori, like, drop down on Sukiyaki and like, oh, we're so glad, Grandpa, you're alive, blah, 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 and all that shit. Very nice moment, right? But he said, like, no, I have no intention of revealing that I'm their grandfather or whatever. I'm going to live among the people, blah, blah, and I'm going to die alone. He randomly does this after what he said that he wasn't going to do this, so I'm sort of, like, weirded out. Like, he does this after literally 2 chapters ago he said, nah, I'm not going to do it. So, But at the end of the day, it's a nice moment. Momonosuke, the Scabbards, the whole idea of Pluton's in the country. Luffy says he doesn't even give a fuck about it. He don't want it. He's like, hey, Frank. So Luffy actually remembers. He's like, hey, Frankie, didn't you, like, burn the plans to that shit or something? He's like, yeah, do you want it? And he's like, nah, I'm good. So, but if Frankie doesn't say that he doesn't know how to build it. Because he said, so it really exists. But he asked Luffy if he wants it. Implying to me that Frankie potentially still memorized the blueprints and might know how to build it. So That's been a theory since, well, Water 7. It's been a theory since Enies Lobby. It's been a whole theory for a decade or better. But at the end of the day, Luffy doesn't care, so Frankie's never going to build that ship. Now, here's where we get to the point. That Green Bull didn't done goofed, did good. He didn't done goofed. He did good. Because this man put Shinobu at her prime 50. Her prime 50. Ladies and gentlemen, let's revel. So Green Bull does have a use. A Green Bull, while not able to defeat anybody of note, losing to the Revolutionary Army and Sabo and letting Kuma escape with them, getting his ass kicked by a shitty version of Kaido, and beating up on some commanders that were in sea stone handcuffs and half dead anyways. But you know what he did do? And then being bitch slapped and pissed his pants by Shanks. You know what he did do? He made Shinobu hot again. So I think what we need to give Green Bull a round of applause. Round of applause to an admiral. Because you know what the admiral did? The admiral made Shinobu hot again. And that's a feat. Let's admit it, that's a feat. It's a feat. So, she's back. She's looking gorgeous. It's fantastic. And Otama wants to become a shinobi. We already knew this, but she's going to learn from the best. So, it's fantastic. Now, Caribou's got some shit going on, and apparently, like, a lot of people are saying he's working for Blackbeard or some shit. I feel like they're going to catch him long before that, and I'm not convinced it's Blackbeard. I feel like he's working more for the Marines. People are saying Blackbeard. I think that's too obvious. I think Marines. But anyways, doesn't matter. Caribou has got some shit going down. So, Momonosuke is looking fierce, and he is apparently Luffy and the gang are leaving without even saying goodbye to him or Kinemon, because they say that everyone came to say farewell this morning, according to Hiyori, but Momo and Kinemon they didn't say farewell to. I feel like we're going to have a VVX moment sort of idea. That's probably the intention. I don't know, but it feels sort of that way, right? So, we're going down that logic. At least for me, I don't know. Momonosuke is definitely going to say goodbye at some point. Now they're talking about the log post. We have Kid, Law, and Luffy all arguing about what log post to take and what direction to take. Like, we're setting sail. No, we're setting sail. Blah, 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 blah. Law, of course, knows the quickest route to getting to the next island, getting to Laugh Tale, all that shit. So he took the northeast. They all decided the middle one was the best one. Kid and Law said, we're going east. And it's like, shit, we fucked up. And Luffy actually acknowledges that he's an emperor. And he said fucking, hey, I'm the emperor. I should get to decide. So he actually acknowledges that he's an emperor. And he's trying to pull on his clout. Like, I know a lot of people weren't thinking of doing, like, Luffy wouldn't do that. But Luffy would totally do that. Luffy's like, I'm the emperor, and I say I'm going this direction. You fuck off and go your own way, you know? So I could see Luffy doing that, and it's hilarious. I love it. Now, here's the thing that's got everybody in uproar. And here's going to be my thumbnail. Is that Buggy, the bombastic clown, is, of course, the fourth emperor. Now, a lot of people assumed he got Mihawk on his crew. And I agree 100%. And it happened. But not only that, he's got Crocodile. He's got the greatest One Piece villain of all time. And he's got the greatest swordsman in the world on the crew. Now, Zoro even said, yeah, no, I don't think the newspaper knows what they're talking about. So, clearly, Buggy isn't ordering Crocodile shit. No, he is not ordering Mihawk shit. But, here's what I see. Crocodile took over and said, hey, Buggy, you be the face, and I'll... Like, he did this already with Baroque Works. Be the face. Be the Yonko. Let me handle your bullshit and don't get in my way. And Buggy said, yes, sir, Crocodile. Yes, sir, master. That whole shit. And Mihawk joined because he couldn't find red hair at the time. Those are my guesses. You know? So, but the fact that Croc is back in the motherfucking story... Fuck Dofi fans. Crocodile, the best villain of all time in the One Piece universe, and now we have him back, and he's badass and bad. And now that we know that we have Fireproof Forest, now we know we have Waterproof Sand. So this man is going to show up with Waterproof Sand Castle, and he's going to be a beast. Because according to Green Bull, you can defeat that shit. And we know from 20 years ago that Crocodile has Devil Fruit Mastery. So if he has Devil Fruit Mastery, then he clearly knows how to waterproof himself, right? Because Fireproof Forest is the thing. Just saying. So yeah, this is the one that's got everybody up in arms, and everybody's like arguing that Mihawk and Crocodile are Buggy's subordinates and stuff. We clearly know that they're just working with him and they're running the show. Crocodile, I assume Croc is running the show, and Mihawk's just like, yeah, whatever, I just couldn't find Shanks. You know what I mean? Like, he's sitting there like, once I find Shanks, I'll be good and I'll join his crew. But until then, yeah, no, I'll stick around here. Mihawk's doing it for the lulz. Crocodile's doing it to take over. And Buggy's sitting back like, yes. I'm just praying to God. You know? Or Croc and Mihawk in this case. Of God. So. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And so Luffy is like freaking out. Like Crocodile and Hawkeye, they're working under Buggy. And even Zoro was like, yeah, no, as I said before, he's like, nah. Like, they're not doing that. There's something else going on. And even Luffy says, he's a more... From Luffy, he said, trust me, he's a moron. What the heck happened? Yeah, so that's why I said, like, Crocodile's in charge, Mihawk's just going along with whatever, and Buggy is just the face. That's how it's going on. But, and Luffy, like, as Law said, he's capable of commanding men like this. He's definitely an emperor. And it's like, yeah, see, that's what the world is going to believe. But we know as the fans, Buggy ain't doing that shit. Mihawk found an opportunity for something. So did Croc. Croc is running the show. He was Mr. Zero. Remember, he was the faceless man of Baroque Works. So, he's doing the same shit as before. He's just running a new Baroque Works with Buggy as the face. Honestly, it's the perfect ploy for Croc. Realistically. But now, here's the interesting part. Is that this Cross Guild, the emperors of the Cross Guild, is now issuing a bounty on Marines. They're turning the motherfucking tables. And I can't wait to see what the bounties are. I know you guys are excited too. Because Kid even says, now those Navy dogs have to watch their backs too. The hunters have become the hunted. So, everyone's going on their own routes. It's all good. We're going to have a great fucking time. I can't wait to see what the bounties are given. Because the Cross Guild is the one giving out the bounties. But they don't have the substantial stains as the world government. So, I'm curious as to what the fuck are the bounties going to be worth. You know what I mean? Because does Buggy have 10 trillion berries? to be handing out. You know? Like, you can't... Can you offer Akainu's head the same as Roger? Does he have that money? You know what I mean? So, gotta think of that. And last but not least, we have the end part of the chapter, which is Law being a generous son of a bitch, but I don't understand. They don't have the rubbing from Zoe. Because Killer says, or like, what is this Trafalgar? And Law says, it's a copy of the Load Poneglyph. You earned it too. It wouldn't be sporting to keep it from you. Yeah, so he got the one from Kaido. Fine dandy. They all did. But Brooke was the only one who got the one from Big Mom. And they haven't been to Zoe. So, assuming they got the one from Totland, which they didn't. Let's assume they got the one from fucking Zoe. They only have 2 at the most. There's no way Kid or Law has more than 1 Poneglyph. Like, realistically, like, when am I supposed to believe that they went to Totland and got the Poneglyph that Brooke worked so hard for? And then they have never been to Zanisha. They've never been to Zoe. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but then, after that, Kid mentions that Big Mom's commander, Snack, they forced one out of Snack. So, they potentially have 2. So, I can agree that Law, who may or may not have one, but maybe Kid gave, it was like a trade. We don't see it, but whatever. Point is, Kid and Law potentially have 2 out of 4 at best. But they do not have 3. If they have the one on Zoe, I'm calling bullshit because there's no indication they ever went to Zoe. And then Kid mentions, or Killer says, we gotta get serious about that guy. And then Kid says, you want to go after the man marked by flames. We've got no leads. And then Luffy remarks, oh, marked by flames, what do you mean? And Law is very silent and stoic. Robin doesn't know what he's talking about. And Kid says, oh, you don't know? I guess we're a step ahead of you. Come on, spill it already, says Luffy. So maybe Kid will tell him, or maybe Law will tell him we have to wait for next chapter. Robin doesn't seem to know. This implies a burn. Sabo has burn. Scopper Gaban is a popular theory that I saw. Scopper Gaban having a burn. We haven't seen Scopper Gaban. We need to see Scopper at some point. He was 3rd mate on the Rogers crew. So that man is admiral level. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man ain't dead. He's got to show up. And the man marked by flames, maybe he was burned. Maybe he's something like that. Maybe he was incapacitated at some point. Maybe he was tortured. There's a lot of... And marked by flames could be Aokiji. Because, he had the battle with Akainu. So maybe Aokiji knows something. But I don't think it's Aokiji. I don't think it's Sabo. I think it's Scopper. I think it's Scopper Gaman. But we'll have to wait and see. I won't be unhappy with who it is, but it's what it is. So at the end of the chapter, Yamato says it's finally time for me to live like Odin did and to join, heroic and free. She's on top of the Flower Capital and she's ready to go and join the Straw Hat crew. And if she joins, I'll be extremely happy. I don't know what you guys think, but that is what it is. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really hope that Yamato joins the crew. Not gonna lie. But, yeah. So anyways, that is what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. That was chapter 1056, entitled Cross Guild, for the next piece of One Piece. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you guys back here next time for more One Piece. I promise you, this story is fantastic. So let me know your theories and your comments and everything down below. See you back here next time. Bye.